Hello there, everyone. My name's Andrew.
And I'm Kassy.
And this is the Culips English Podcast. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Culips. We've got a Simplified Speech episode for you today. Simplified Speech is our series which features clear, natural, and easy to understand English conversations about an interesting topic. Today, I'm joined by my co-host, Kassy. Hey, Kassy.
Hello, everyone, and hi to you, Andrew.
Hello.
Yes. So, everyone, today we've got a pretty fun topic to discuss. Andrew and I are going to be chatting about international days. You know, the kind of special days of the year where you promote a global cause or raise awareness about something, or even just, cute theme days like National Ice Cream Day.
Yes, exactly. So everyone, we're going to talk about our opinions about these kind of international days, and we'll also talk about some interesting or funny international days that are coming up here in the summer. So yeah, Kassy, I think this episode is going to be a riot.
Yes, so listen carefully and write these on your calendar. But before we get started, we want to let everyone know that there is a study guide and transcript available for this episode. You can access it on our website, culips.com, and it's available for all Culips members. We created it to help build your English skills and reach your English learning goals faster. So if you're looking to get serious about your English studies and you're ready to take the next step towards becoming fluent, we recommend becoming a Culips member so you can get unlimited access to the study guides and transcripts for all of our episodes, plus some great bonuses as well.
We love to give a shout out to one of our listeners at the start of each episode. And today we're going to give a shout out to one of our listeners from Germany named Marie, who left us a 5-star rating and a great little review on Apple Podcasts. Short but sweet. I like this little review. Kassy, could you read it for us?
Yeah, Marie wrote, "Fantastic! Exclamation point. Love this podcast. Thank you very much! Exclamation point."
So thanks, Marie, for studying English with us and supporting us with your rating and review. And guys, if you'd like to hear your name at the start of an upcoming Culips episode, then please just do exactly what Marie did. You could leave us a positive review and a rating on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to Culips. And with that being said, why don't we jump into our main topic for this episode, which, as we mentioned, is international days. International days. So Kassy, could you give us a few more details about what we mean exactly when we're talking about international days?
Sure. So when we're talking about international days, we're talking about days of the year that are designated to promote global awareness of a particular cause or issue. Some really popular days that probably everyone has heard of include International Women's Day, which is celebrated in the spring on March 8th to celebrate the accomplishments of women around the world.
Yeah, for sure. I've heard of International Women's Day, and it's always a big topic of conversation when that day occurs each year in March. And there are lots of these international days. Kassy, I've also heard of World Press Freedom Day, and there's World Philosophy Day. That happens in November. And actually, all three of these days, International Women's Day, World Press Freedom Day, World Philosophy Day, they are promoted by the United Nations. So they're kind of serious, I guess. They're about serious issues. However, there are also an absolute ton of fun international days that are not promoted by the UN. Okay. Usually it's more like a company or maybe a group or organization that try to bring awareness, global awareness about their issue or their product. It could even be a product. And I think a lot of these days are fun, and we could talk about some of the entertaining ones on the calendar that will be coming up this summer.
Sure, sounds fun. Guys, we're using the website daysoftheyear.com to get our info for this episode. So if you'd like to learn more about some of these wacky, unique international days that are celebrated, definitely check out that website for some great info.
Exactly. So Kassy, I was browsing through that website and I had to stop taking notes about all the fun days that were listed on there because it seems like almost every day during the summer, there is some fun day that is happening. And it was hard for me to limit my list to just a few, but I'll try to talk just about 2 or 3 of the days that I thought were really funny or interesting, and maybe you could share a couple of the ones that you thought were funny or interesting as well.
Mm-hmm.
And how about we start by talking about July 30th. July 30th is International Friendship Day.
Yeah, it's a good day.
Did you know that it was originally founded by Hallmark in 1919?
That gives me the impression that Friendship Day was just made to sell more cards.
Exactly. So back in the day, the Hallmark Company, which is a greeting card company, they intended for the day to be a day where people would send cards and exchange cards with their friends. But I guess, over time, that market evaporated and now people don't really send each other cards. Like, I can't think of the last time, if ever, that I've sent a card to my friend just because. Of course, I've sent Christmas cards or birthday cards, but never just I appreciate you as a friend card, I don't think.
It's a good idea, though, since there's no major holidays for Hallmark to send cards for in the middle of summer.
Not in the middle of summer, but as far as I know, Valentine's Day was also originally a Hallmark card day. However, these days, now even the United Nations officially recognizes the 30th of July as International Friendship Day. So it's not just a corporate holiday these days. It's a day to reflect on your friends around the world and maybe even reach out to your friends and say something nice to them. I appreciate you as a friend, or thanks for being my friend, something like that.
I feel like we should have International Friendship Day like 3 times a year so that they feel appreciated, every couple of months rather than just once a year.
Yeah. I have to say, though, either this day is not very popular or my friends are bad friends, because I've never had any of my friends reach out to me on July 30th and say, Happy International Friendship Day. That's just never happened to me. Has it happened to you?
Nope. We can send it to each other this year, Andrew.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Friendship Day, July 30th. Let's remember. Kassy, were there any other funny days that you noticed on the International Day calendar?
This one I think you would like. August 24th is Strange Music Day.
Yeah, Strange Music Day. I saw that one as well, and I thought that was right down my alley because I love different types of music, and I try my best to have a very open mind about all genres of music, and I especially love avant-garde or cutting edge or experimental music. So a day that celebrates that kind of strange music, wow, that's perfect for me.
So you're going to start making your playlist to listen to on Strange Music Day, Andrew?
The thing is, when you're into experimental music or strange music already, then music that you consider to be strange has to be really, really out there, right? So I'm going to have to do some digging. I'm going to have to search around, but I'm sure there's some great strange music out there that I haven't heard before, and I'll have to check that out. And this International Day has a kind of interesting story. It was created by a New York City musician and composer. His name's Patrick Grant, and he chose Strange Music Day as August 24th because that was his girlfriend's dad's birthday, and his girlfriend's dad was a kind of hero to him, kind of mentor. So he looked up to his girlfriend's dad. It was an inspiration to him musically. And so he designated that day as International Strange Music Day. And now people celebrate it by sharing interesting or weird or crazy music online and using the hashtag Strange Music Day. So maybe that's what I'll do on August 24th is I'll just explore that hashtag, and hopefully that will lead me to some new musical discoveries.
Very cool.
Kassy, there's 2 other days in August that I wanted to talk with you about because I think they are like so right down your alley and they're really close to each other. One is on August 7th and it's Sister's Day. And then on August 9th is Book Lovers Day.
It's like they were made for me.
Yeah, so you have how many sisters? 2 sisters?
I have 2 sisters, and it just so happens both of their birthdays are in August.
Oh my gosh. Have you guys ever celebrated Sister's Day before?
No, I don't believe we have, but I gotta this year now that I know.
Right. Sometimes you could say like ignorance is a good excuse, right? You don't know about these days, so you could ignore them or not feel bad about not participating in them. But now that we know about Strange Music Day and Sister's Day, there's no excuses anymore.
Yes, that's right. And then Book Lovers Day. I know sometimes there's multiple days for similar topics. So there was like International Read a Book Day in April, I believe, which I did celebrate by reading a book. But this August 9th one, Book Lovers Day, is, kind of similar.
Kassy, here in Korea where I live, there are 2 days that we don't have in Canada or the USA, in North America. There's Parents' Day and there's Children's Day. So in Canada and the USA, we have Mother's Day and Father's Day, but we don't have a Parents' Day. We just have the 2 individual days, one for mom, one for dad. And then we don't have Children's Day in Canada, and there's no Children's Day in the USA. And when I was a kid, I remember asking my parents, like, Mom and Dad, why isn't there a Children's Day? There's a Mom's Day, there's a Dad's Day. Why isn't there a Children's Day? And my folks would always answer, it's because every day is Children's Day. You guys are spoiled every day. And so when I think about you and Book Lovers Day, that's what came to my mind. It's like, you don't need a special day for loving books because every day is Book Appreciation Day for you.
Very true, Andrew, and well put.
We're going to end this episode in just a moment. Kassy, we're getting close to dinner time here where we're recording. And maybe since I'm getting a little bit hungry, this day stands out to me especially. But August 25th is Burger Day. So there is a whole day dedicated to hamburgers, Burger Day. And that sounds like a great day to have a barbecue, a summer barbecue, and maybe grill up some burgers.
Yeah, that's right. And it's right at the end of summer, right before school starts back up. It'd be a perfect day for the barbecue you mentioned.
I think I'm going to have to circle that day on my calendar because it sounds very appealing and appetizing right now. A summer barbecue at the end of summer. Awesome. Well, everyone, I think we'll wrap up this episode here. Thank you for listening and congratulations on getting some English listening practice in today. Great job as always.
Andrew and I are curious if you've heard of any strange or wacky international days. Please let us know what they are or what your favorites are by reaching us on our Instagram or the comment section or the discussion forum on Culips.com.
That's it for us for now, but we'll be back soon with another brand new Culips episode, and we'll talk to you all then. Take care and goodbye.
See ya.